Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Guess you're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 19 January 2025. We are a bit sleepy, we're a bit tired, but I want to do a TikTok live, and I also wanted to play my favorite game, which is Tokyo Ghoul. Thankfully, the last time we played, I was streaming, which was only a couple hours ago. Only a couple hours ago, so it's not a big deal. We have a 110 energy. We're gonna be checking that out. We're gonna be having a little bit more, and I want to do nice. Oh, okay, perfect. I want to do some campaigns. So auto. Oh, see, phone is broken. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. It is a big deal, but fuck, what am I supposed to do? Today is Sunday. Tomorrow I'm gonna get this, so it's not a big deal.
They will be like, you need to check your attitude.
Check if
Bon matin, aussi la belle Elsie, comment ça va? C'est Marc-André.
you're gonna get fucking phone.
Ouais, c'est ça ma photo. Florence puis moi.
Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. We're doing well. We're having a wonderful day on this 19 January 2025. As you can see, we're doing TikTok. We're doing TikTok here. We're doing Tokyo Ghoul in the background. Tired as fuck. We haven't ate today yet, so I'm gonna be taking the advantage or this opportunity to eat. And yeah, it's gonna be a cool morning. This is my first time doing a stream this early, so it's actually quite nice. And today we're eating, of course, we're eating the mighty, delicious President Choice. Nonetheless, we don't have a president, we have a prime minister. So I'm kind of doubting that this is a Canadian pride, but they'll sell it as a Canadian pride, so we'll pretend like it is. And we'll pretend like a president is a little fancy name for prime minister of a certain company, right? We're eating mozzarella stick, not to be confused with mozzarella dicks, because trust me, not the same. Not the same. So without further ado, these were in the oven. I'm saying oven, but it was the air fryer. I pretend like I'm cooking, but I ain't cooked. I'm not cooking. There's an expression these young people use. Oh, bro, you cooking? No, bro, I'm not. However, it's nice of you to say that I am. And without further ado, I'm fucking hungry. Also super tired. Okay. But, I miss Bubble. I miss Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, very spacey today. They, This is the shit. We're talking mozzarella. We're talking breadsticks. Talking herb breadsticks. Now, I don't know what herb they're talking about. I'm thinking it's a situation of I think it's a situation of is it Colonel Colonel Sanders, the guy from KFC, 11 herbs and spices, all secret. And Vinny, what's up, my dude? You Canadian? I am Canadian. I am a French Canadian. You're French, so yeah, I'll pretend like I'm Canadian, but we have our own flag. And yeah, how about you? Are you Canadian too? Are you French Canadian? Parles-tu français, mon chum? You prefer English? Te habla español? Te vorbește rumen? Te havarit ruski? I can do it all. By the way, can I offer you some cheese sticks? Mozzarella sticks? I'm in a good mood. It's weird because I'm not supposed to be in a good mood. TikTok closed. So it's kind of sad. I had emotion yesterday. Emotion is emotion. What is the song? The Bad Touch? So if I could ties, you sigh, you suck my battleship. Please turn me on. I'm Mr. Coffee with the automatic drip. Great song. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but chat. No, nobody knows the song. Guess I'm getting older. I guess I'm getting a lot older, but hey, it is 8:50 and we're singing Bad Touch, right? So why not start it off? We just started the live, so as far as intro goes, could be the worst. Sweat, baby sex is the text is drop, and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince will sing about. So put your hands down my pants, and I bet you feel nuts. Yes, I'm Cisco. Yes, I'm eager, but I'm getting 2 thumbs up. Hello. Why fight off here in Vietnam? I hope you get this, bro. Not only do I get this, but I am very grateful for this, guys. If you can please follow Sir Wenzelot, dude takes his time in Vietnam to text your boy. Now, far from me to lie to you guys, but I like pretending. I like having these fantasy, these fantasy is actually a really good word, but I want to pretend like it's super late for Kyle, which is Sir Winslow, because it's super late. It does sound like he's making the biggest effort ever, so that is worth a follow. Hello. So like it for me. It's okay, Kyle. You said hi, dude. I'm grateful for you. Enjoy your trip, bro. Take a well, I don't know what Vietnamese people eat, but enjoy the food. Think of me and more than enough. I'm grateful for you. Connor, what's up, my dude? How are you? Connor. Guys, if you don't follow Connor, also please do. Dude, I've been getting I've been in my couple of my life, so they create this whole family, and we're gonna have some good time. Connor, may I offer you some cheese sticks? Right? I don't offer them to everybody. Now, if you were here 2 minutes ago, you could have heard me offer cheese sticks to somebody else. Okay. If you were here 20 seconds ago, I offered cheese sticks to a third person, but it's a coincidence. Thanks for the fragment. I don't know what I did, but I got a fragment. Beast. I'm gonna be eating because today we have a long day, and yes, I have a long day. I'm tired. I'm really tired. We worked hard last night. But you know what? To the restless goes the glory, and to the glory goes the restless. Something like that, something along those lines. And mozzarella cheese sticks. So today's weird. Today's kind of the day after a funeral. You know, it's official. I mean, you're still a morning person, right? Renault has really good cheese. When you chew cheese, and it makes a little sound, a little squeak. Really good cheese. Really good. Recommend these? Not really. They were expensive as shit. They were really expensive. We're talking about 454 grams, or a pound, if you prefer the technical term. And we're talking $10. Yeah, expensive as shit. But It's not that bad a video. Listen, I get to make a video out of it. Then we're kind of celebrating 555 followers. So any excuse is good for an excuse. Are we still good to go break the chains? You were wondering what I'm playing? Of course, if you're not wondering, that's also cool. Yeah. I was really emotional yesterday. I cried this morning too. Yeah. Just seeing people, multiple people, go on Instagram and tell about how TikTok changed their life, you know? And how, you know, it's weird because TikTok appeared in, I want to say 2019, maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years, and it still had a difference, it still had an impact on life. 5 years is a long time, you know? 5 years ago we had the pandemic. And that pandemic was something else, you know? So, I mean then, and of course, there was less glorious moments on TikTok, but it's anywhere and everywhere. So, what can I say? What can I do? These are really good. Now, the first part is we're gonna be doing 2 streams today, 2 live. So, one of them is gonna be with Lucio, where we're gonna be talking about news. Kind of went into this red low book thing, for what's it worth, how it is. Not different, you know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Really nice. Honestly, not the best breakfast, but I love breakfast. I think I would have to go with a cheese baked muffin and a hash brown. Probably the goldest breakfast ever. Okay. More of a sausage kind of guy than bacon. I think bacon is tastier. I think bacon holds a better product. However, how about the price? Price is similar. There's a lot more meat with this one. Meat is the most expensive. An egg McMuffin, when you think about it, is bread, it's eggs, and it's the sausage or bacon. The eggs are inexpensive because they buy it in such large quantity. I got a text. And McMuffin itself is inexpensive because they buy it in such large quantity. And the bacon doesn't matter how large of a quantity you buy, you will not get I don't know, because for example, right? If you buy a whole pig, you'll get a discount on the pig, right? You're taking everything, but then if you take the whole pig, you're having such waste. Even though you get a discount in general, you don't get a discount long term. That's kind of the sucky part, right? And the shitty part. At the same time, you didn't have to, and they didn't force you. You want to save cash? So it depends on what you value most. Time or money. Goose, thank you so much for the flash drop. Appreciate you. Try meeting. How are you, Tin Foil Goose? And then it's because I have the mouth full. It was hard to say. That was hard to say. Tin Foil Goose. What's up? Nice to have you. Nice to meet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The funny part is, and that's not a funny part, but now that we don't have American people on TikTok, most people that I know that are going to be Canadian, and most people that I know that are going to be Canadian is going to be the same time. So when I welcome somebody in the chat, I'm like, good morning. Callum, how are you, my dude? And ladies and gentlemen, the myth, the legend Callum. G6, nah, more for me. So yesterday you seen people that we knew from TikTok on Instagram saying how it affected them, you know? So it's I don't know, man. Even this morning, I wasn't supposed to do a live because I was like, yo, people don't have some people, you don't have the application, right? So your job is those people, they want to be entertained too, right? Because yes, I understand it sucks for the Americans, and I deeply sympathize with them, and I feel compassion for them, but at the same time, we don't want TikTok to die, so we have to keep it alive, and it's gonna be hard to keep it alive, but we'll try our best, you know? If Canada gets banned, I would have done my part. Tinfoil Goose, are you American? No, I'm Canadian, dude. So Canadian are supposed to possibly be, my apologies, the 51st states. So maybe in a year, if you ask me if I'm American, I'll have to say yes, but for now, Canadian. So, not affected by the ban, but that's it for you today. How about you, Tinfoil? Where are you from? Ontario, Toronto, New Brunswick, Saskatchewan, Virginia. She thinks. Toronto, nice. Nice. You like it there? Okay, go. Nice. I should not eat and live, but that's the only time that I have. I'm actually from Montreal, so I never been to Toronto. I've always wanted to go to Toronto because I heard it's a beautiful place. I heard a lot of nature, a lot of mountains. I heard in winter Toronto is actually really, really nice. But mostly I would go there for a restaurant, one simple restaurant. And I was saying, dude, you would go to Toronto for a restaurant? I would go to Toronto for Jollibee. Now, tell me, did you ever try Jollibee? Jollibee is hands down the best fried chicken. And I love the Colonel. I love KFC. I grew up with KFC. But yeah, I had friends, Filipino friends, and Jollibee is Filipino, and they would drive 6 hours to get buckets of chicken. They would get a lot of buckets of chicken, but still, you get a lot of buckets of chicken. And what they would do, which was really, really sweet, was they would be like for family. My bro, his uncle was working with us also, his mom's sister, and I don't remember the fourth member, but what they would do is every single week, one of them would go get buckets for the whole family. So for example, get 4 buckets, give it to the other families. And the next week was somebody else, and they would do the same thing. They would buy 4 buckets. So they always had Jollibee, and it was sweet. You know, it's the sense of community. I actually haven't. My friend told me it's good. Yes, bro, but it's very different. So even their spaghetti, I had their spaghetti, and their spaghetti is sweet, but it's a good sweet. It's a fun sweet. They have pineapple hamburgers, which we don't see anywhere else. I would go for something simple. I would go with their gravy is exceptional. Possibly go for the adobo rice, but it's expensive. But nowadays, tinfoil, every single fried chicken is expensive. I don't know if you're a fan. I'm a huge fan. We celebrated 500 followers on YouTube last week, and we followed the tradition of celebrating with KFC. And I bought a bucket of 18 pieces, nothing else. And that bucket cost me, I think it was $80, $90. So yeah, so if you do the math, that's 18, that's 20, that's 90, it's about 22%, 23%. Because if you take the math, it's 100 would be 5%, 100 would be 100, you would be close to 5%. If you would see 100, yeah, it's about 22, 23%. So it's expensive, but hey, And if you wanted to do the math, holy, that's a tough question. I would say that every single piece would be around $4. So that for chicken it's actually super expensive. And then you go to the grocery store and everything is expensive. So kind of have this inflation. At least the salary is going up. I know in Toronto, salary is going up. I was talking with people yesterday. They were talking to me about the prices of housing in Toronto. They were from Ontario though. So, but then again, I think Ontario is closer to Toronto than Montreal. So if they have problem with housing, I feel like you guys would have problem with housing. Does it make sense? It makes sense a little bit, a lot. Yeah, so I feel like it would make sense. And if you have problem with housing, like $1 million for a house doesn't make any sense. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But now it's more so about what we're able to. I think it's pretty bad here. Yeah. I heard about it too. So what I think they wanted to do, bro, and that's just between you and I. I don't know if they call you tinfoil goose tinfoil for conspiracy, but I believe that a lot of people they want houses to stop. I believe they want to take down houses because you have a terrain, right? I don't know what it's in English. You have a plot of land, a lawn. I don't know what it's in English. I'm gonna say plot of land. Okay, it sounds easier. I know it's around this, and you'll have like 3-4 people, versus you can buy a whole freaking condo building. And you buy a whole condo building, and because you get a whole condo building, you're able to get 30 to 40 people. Those 30 to 40 people are paying rent. Out of those rent, there's taxes. Out of those taxes, we pay the government. So, just saying. There's some housing tax. My father is a homeowner, and it's once a year. And it's about, I want to say it's about 8,200. But we'll say 1,500 to be sure. That way we don't underestimate it. And worst case scenario, we overshot, and that's okay because you prepared enough cash, right? And yeah, so the housing is pretty bad, but you're seeing it's worldwide. Now, again, if we get to the 51st states, we'll see if it changed things. But I don't know. We'll have to see. It's still really, really early, right? It's a lot of things going on at the same time. With TikTok closing. Now, ultimately speaking, if you're on TikTok, right? Then if we join America, you're gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned, and it's a bit scary, but then there's no use of worrying about things that you can't control. So there's no real good answer here. But at the very least, today we're doing good. Today we're okay. There's a lot of things that are not. There's a lot of people that are not doing okay. So we have to count our blessing, right? Count our blessing. I think that's the expression or some shit like that. That's pretty much it. So I received a text. I'm gonna check out the text. Hello. I don't know what that is. My father's saying sorry for the cell, cause he broke it. I know my father. No, I don't mind if you broke a phone. It's a material thing. By the way, if you were looking for a oh, I can't. Okay, screen is broken. If you were looking for a good game to play, I would actually go with Tokyo Go Break the Chains. I would also go with Arc Knight, but Arc Knight it's a bit harder. Arc Knight has been going around for a lot longer, so they expect people to have better operator, right? So kind of complicated, but hey, I feel like it's a good complicated. It's a good problem to have. There's more to do, right? But this one to start with, I think this one released. I want to say October. I'm gonna go with 100. No. I'm gonna go with a. With the thing, because I'm trying to understand how many we did, how many part of the playlist we did, and I think it's around the 100. So if it's around the 100, we're doing one per day. That's 100 day. That is 3 months. We're in January, so you do January, December, November, right? You would have October. And yeah, I don't know the exact date, but it's October. And it came out, and it was a really good game. I'm a huge fan of Tokyo Ghoul. I know it's not a live gaming, but let's treat it as a, just let's do whatever the fuck we want to do. Because if you're not doing whatever the fuck you want to do, what are you doing, right? I know it's a bit pessimistic. I know it's a bit narcissistic, but there's value in being able to say, today I'm doing this, today I want to do this, right? When you go to work, you're complaining because I don't want to go to work, right? And it's not the fact that you don't want to work, it's getting there. So you see, it's kind of crazy because you're talking about not wanting to go to work, right? So you wake up and your first thought is, oh, I don't want to go to work. But then I'm going to tell you something else. You go to the gym, you work out, right? And the feeling is, oh, I don't want to go to the gym, right? So it's the fact of going someplace else. There's comfort in doing whatever is asked of you to do. I think there's a lot of people that get comfortable in having a boss and having to answer to a boss. I think a lot of people get comfortable in not being able to decide their schedule and being like, yeah, but I work 8 hours, so I'm gonna be able to relax. But if you were not working 8 hours, then you'd be like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do? Добрый утро, как дела? Translate. Hello. Добрый утро, как дела? Как дела? Я говорит маленький de русский. Он маленький. Немного небольшой. Okay, we have another. Have you been очень хорошо? No очень. Нормально. Да? And you? No, yeah. Ya ni знаю cómo говорить and you. So and you. It's nice to meet you. I'm gonna follow you. You know what? You seem like a good person. Let's follow you. Right? There you go, we're speaking freaking Russian over here. And you guys think that I don't have any hidden talents. Not a text. Okay. Cool. Some good peeps. Another translation. Got you. So if you were wondering, Спасибо. Спасибо большое. You see, it's very cool people. And again, the fact that I get to talk to people like that from around the world, that you get to talk to people like that around the world, it's nice, but you're relying on an application that nothing is guaranteed, you know? Like shit. Пиздец, сука, блядь. Right? So you don't know what to do. You're afraid that you're going to be losing something that you were not supposed to have. Doesn't make any sense, right? But yeah, so when you go to the gym, you're like, I don't want to go to the gym. You realize this is the comfort. And being told what to do is very comforting. Because you have an excuse. I didn't want to do that, but I had to. Reality is, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Right? There's other people that want to work harder than you. There's other people that want your job more than you do. It's a question of being able to gauge. Okay, I want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's a question of being able to gauge. Okay, you know what? Today I want to do this, and putting yourself first, putting yourself as a want versus I need to. You want to stay all day fucking rot, but that's come from yourself. And I think a lot of the decisions that we're doing is either pushed upon us, expected of us. I think expectations are a lot. Yeah, that's also something that is not necessarily dangerous, but it's kind of shitty because if people expect you to do something, then you feel like you're letting them down by doing this. But it's this whole culture of expecting people to do things. This whole culture of I'm being asked to do so much. Me asking you to do something doesn't feel like a lot because we're working so much. But then you're a person expects you to do this. Another person expects you to do this. A third person asks you to do this. And like, yeah, a lot of people, there's a lot of expectations, right? And then you it's so normal. It's so an everyday thing that you don't know when people are expecting too much of you. And then you're putting yourself in a pressure that you don't have to. But then again, it's all a question of your perception, your reaction, how patient you are. Who's asking this favor? Who's asking you the expectation? How reasonable expectation is. somebody asks you, hey, give me the moon, you know that you're not going to be able to give them the moon. But if somebody said, hey, do you mind giving me the time? That's also an expectation, right? You're possibly doing something else, right? In both cases, you help someone. And it's also weird because in both cases, you're helping someone, but you're like, okay, well, I've helped this person that was, okay. Because both people needed help and you were able to help a person, which is great, but you were not able to help another one, which is kind of shitty, right? But it's a confusing thing. But then again, just able to help. Was I able to help versus did I help? That's also different. Tuz, thank you so much for the task, bro. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you're still here. Glad to see nothing happened to you. Hope you're having a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. But I'm gonna pretend like I know it's the morning for you, and I'm gonna pretend like you're possibly at 9:30 a.m. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Drum roll, please. Suspense. We don't know. Give me a sec. Texting a lady. Texting a lady. That's also important. We're talking about needs. That's what I need. Talking about needs versus want. That's what I want to do. So because that's what I want to do, I'm gonna do it. I don't know what it is. See, my fucked up got fucked. My phone got fucked and it's a bit harder. But you know what? We're not giving up. Never gonna give you up. They're gonna run you down. They'll run around and desert you. I mean, come on. Are you a queen or a cheap whore? That's how you talk to people sometimes, you know? And then you press send, because if you're talking about it and you don't do it, then you're the cheap whore. Now, should you be calling people cheap whore? Most of the time, no. Do I know the person? Do I know that's gonna make her laugh? Yes. Is that why we're doing it? Yes. Being able to help people is also making sure that they're okay. Making them laugh is making sure they're okay. You're right? Cool. Cool. That's nice. That's nice. Well, lovely ladies, lovely gentlemen. I was just supposed to eat with you guys. So I wasn't gonna do a long stream. So what I would do, because I still have a pretty freaking busy day, what I would do is I would have to go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Look, my finger. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry we're ending this abruptly, but busy day, dude. And see, that's the thing. Yeah, I had a busy day. We're talking about needs and wants, and I want to stay, but I need to go. And then you realize that a lot of things that you want to do are overbearing, and your schedule is kind of fucked up. And then you're always stressed because you don't have enough time. Oh mon dieu, Ad! T'arrives à la fin, ma belle. Ad! Oh! T'arrives à la fin. Comment tu vas? J'espère que tu vas bien. J'espère que tu vas bien, Ad. Je t'adore. Toi, je t'adore. Beautiful Blues, nice to talk to you. Dude, amazing. First time we actually talk, I think. I'm pretty sure. Certain. But, you seem like a good peeps. You seem like a good person, so always cool to meet new people. Arigato, gozaimasu. We spoke Russian today? To the person. Oh, I'm gonna give a shout out. Thank you for Goose always. Ad always. We're gonna give a shout out to there was a Russian girl XXX. Okay, cool. We had whom else? Callum. Callum came in. Super chill dude. Cool. Connor. I was gonna say Corner. Connor, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We had Sir Wins-a-Lot. Mr. Kyle himself. And Anthony. No H. So yeah, thank you so much. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. And I wanna go. Fuck. I forget how to leave.
themselves. Excel what I mean.
So this is officially our last TikTok video, and we just wanted to say thank you.
You guys have been part of our lives for the last 5 years, and it's truly been an amazing journey.
Thank you guys for changing our lives and allowing us to make you laugh over these last few years.
We just hit 30 million followers a few days ago.
And this was supposed to be our celebration video, but instead we're saying goodbye.
But if you guys want to continue to laugh with us,
You'll know where to find us. For old time's sake, let's give the fans what they want one last time.
coffee.
Goodbye, everyone. So this is official.
Hey folks, Aaron Elliott here again, Green Max Generation, and we are in a really beautiful neighborhood here in the heart of Langford, just up Happy Valley Road, showing a property to a client. I failed. I can never.
I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting.
TikTok is a huge national security concern. Age of.
I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots.
My brothers? Do you ever set it for
Damien, he's just a little.
set it?
Today on MTV News, major developments in the Canadian rap scene. How did a completely unknown MC go from playing video dances for $30 a night to 5 sold-out shows at Massey Hall and a major label bidding war on its back catalog of 14 previously unreleased albums? With 16 years of determination and never giving up on his dream, no matter how tough it got.
Nice one, yes.
Hi guys, what's going on? This is going to be my new YouTube webpage. It's youtube.com/ninjashyper. My other account, there was something wrong with it, with like the AdSense, and I accidentally deleted it, to be completely honest. So what I'm going to try to do is get as many videos uploaded as possible from the old one. I know that I have all my most recent ones I can upload as soon as possible, and I'm going to upload obviously this one that you guys are going to be watching. And I found out recently how to do, commentaries with XSplit 1. I know that I have all my most recent ones I can upload.
The fuck is Blue Tipper Fade?
He's tiny and feisty, and Beans, he's big and laid back, but they're always just glued to each other. It's funny because Beans, he may be bigger, but he's definitely the boss. He's so needed his buddy. He's got to be there for. And when we brought Beans home, she was in love. It was definitely a concern of mine, just because I knew he was going to grow and be so much bigger than Queso. But the moment I saw Queso and Beans playing, I knew that they'd be best friends. They wrestled. That's how they play. And it's usually started by Queso. He is on the bed, going crazy in it. But Beans realizes his size. He knows that she is just this little delicate dog. He protects her. He's always looking out for her. Their bond has grown and it's strengthened.
You ever had a fish? I got black, I got white. What's
Too long. Oh, copyright. Copyright, baby. Okay, let's go. Hey, focus, baby. God damn you.
On a eu Boyardi hier, il nous a donné 2 reverse, mais
Don't Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another video, welcome to another show. This is part 3 of our Goodbye TikTok series. On this 19 January 2025. So the ban happened in the evening at midnight yesterday. I don't know if you guys considered yesterday midnight or this is this morning, don't really care. Yesterday we talked about how it affected people, how did I feel about it. Today we're going to be talking about the actual event. And the actual event was confusion. Seeing how people reacted, and it's so nuts because I don't know if I'm gonna see that again. I wasn't there when Vine gave. I didn't care about Vine. I didn't care about MySpace. So when those two died, a untimely death, by the way, I wasn't around. I didn't really care, right? And then you have a lot of social media that never picked up. A lot of social media where people were like, this isn't interesting, so it didn't gain some traction. TikTok is the first like social media that I know that I care about that ended, and it was nice to see. It wasn't nice to see, but it was okay. You want me? Okay, you know what? I'll show you. I'll show you the perfect example, actually. Perfect example, and it's gonna be something that's really, really, really beautiful. Am I able to see this? I got black. What you want? Lil Tecca Ransom. Now, why is this volcano erupting important? Is because the people reaction to it. I'm a gamer. My first big game that really affected me on my psyche, on my way of perceiving the world was Majora's Mask. And if you know Majora's Mask, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, the end of the world is happening in about 3 days, and you have to save the world in 3 days, right? So with TikTok, we knew it was gonna happen. We knew it was gonna go. A lot of people were not believing in it. A lot of people were standing still to see what's gonna happen. A lot of people were in place when it happened. A lot of people wanted to see it from a live perspective, so they were in lives. I was talking to my girl, so I couldn't be there. Girls more important, right? But I saw the reaction of people, and it's really sad. It really sucks because a lot of those people were very sad. And when I talk about the reaction of people watching it happen, it's also super important. I saw one person. I reacted to one person yesterday, and it's just because his testimony. I'm so sorry. His testimony was touching to me, and when I saw a content creator, a being with her that I talked about, when he was crying. I saw Joey ML with his father saying coffee. Said it. I saw Roston. I saw a lot of people. I saw Call Me Chris. A lot of those people. They were sad. They were saying goodbye to TikTok, and TikTok. You can like it or not. It did change people's life. It did give career to a lot of people, but mostly it made some good friendship. I was talking with Janice this morning. By the way, I want to shout out Janice because I needed somebody yesterday. I cried yesterday. I'm not gonna say why. Just cried. And he was in the chat because I streamed this morning. It was like, "Yo, you good?" And I was like, "Dude, you're always there for me, and I'm super grateful." Well, Janice I met on Twitch. But how many people did I meet on TikTok? A shit ton. So it does affect. But at the same time, it's the untimely death. It's watching it go down. It's being part of something that was bigger than you ending. It's like a flashing star or a counting star. We'll be counting star, baby. What is the name of the star that goes super fast? 5 years in a lifetime is nothing. 5 years in a universe is nothing. But it meant something. It was a show. And yes, there were some people that made the application horrible. There's some people that made the application quite lovely. I'm not here to talk about them, but yeah, it was definitely something, and seeing it, so pretty cool. And I'm gonna take disadvantage of this third part, and because I don't think that's something that was really, really interesting. If anything, this video is a goodbye to TikTok. It's a 19 January goodbye TikTok, right? I feel like the most important part is the conclusion. And we're going to be adding this conclusion in as a bonus for you guys. And this conclusion is going to be that me and a content creator called Lucio Wolf, you can find him on TikTok. Also find him on Twitch because he's a lovely dude. We'll be talking about the death of TikTok, and he knows a lot. He's been researching the death of TikTok. So it's funny, I started this conversation by talking about some people watch it happen, some people were fearing it happen. I was watching it. He was fearing it. And because he was fearing it, he gave more of a shit. He was more interested. And because he was more interested, he did some more research. And because he did some more research, he has more information. We're checking that out with him. And I'm super excited because this is my first collab on TikTok. So. Anyway, know that I love you and that you matter. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your boy. 19 January. So to go break the chain because I'm doing 1%. Having a wonderful day on this early morning, but very, very happy morning. Today we're reviewing a movie that is less happy. We're reviewing the movie Infected. So the Infected, which a very young Chris Pine. Sadly, the only actor I can name. So what's going on is there's a pandemic, and because there's a pandemic, we're trying to survive. The movie in itself was, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like it. But I'm still gonna do a review because life's about the good thing, but about the bad thing too. And if you ignore the bad thing, then you ignore half of life. And if you live half of life and you ignore the rest, you don't have the right to say life is too short. So today I'm reclaiming the right to say life is too short by reviewing a shitty movie. Make sense? Makes a lot of sense. So there's another positive. I think the actor did a great job. I think there's tension, which is really good. There's some questions that are asked that are really good. That's pretty much it. So let's find positive together. So the infected. We don't get the reason why they're infected. We don't get the reason what causes the infection. We don't get a knowledge of when it all started. We're following a bunch of survivor and they're trying to survive. They're trying to get to somewhere which is secluded and safe. Right? Secluded and safe is the keyword here. So they meet fuck. There's some plot that are good. So they meet. I'm gonna have to explain it a little bit. So they meet this father and his daughter, and his father is actually a really important character because his father showed that you can be immune to the sickness. You can be immune. So like, okay, cool, I'm immune. That we know that the infection is transmitted through airborne. That we know. So we see the daughter and like they have a car and like, okay, well, if you don't have a car, what are they supposed to do? Kind of fucked, right? So they helped out the father and the daughter, and it's nice because there's two things that happen with those two that are super important. The first thing is the daughter is like one of the 4 survivor, our 4 cast, our main cast. Now the 4 survivor that she tells the group, if she tells the group, they leave her alone. If she doesn't tell, she can stay with them, and she affects a lot of people, which sucks. And the other part is we really need them. They have a lot of resources. We got more sharing the resources between 4 people than between 6 people. So they can abandon the father and the daughter. But in both cases, is the was it the moral choice? Was it a good choice? The second part that I really enjoy about the movie is wait a second. I'm trying to remember if I don't want to forget because I'm never gonna be watching that movie again. Sorry, but that's the way it is. There's also what to do. And the greatest thing about that movie is Chris Pine, admittedly, because he's the asshole. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's the asshole. So why am I saying that he's a good dude because he's the asshole? Well, it's actually quite simple. So because he is the asshole, it's kind of cool. So because he is the asshole, he's able to make choices that nobody else want to make. Because he's able to make sure that anybody doesn't have to make, then they can live with a rent-free moral. But he's the guy that says everything, and then he goes at the end, he goes kind of crazy and says, yo, you're there because of me, I did the wrong thing. So I want you guys to think about Walking Dead. It's way more popular. And I want you guys to think about Shane. Right? Shane was an asshole. Shane would have survived. Look how many people from the main cast died. Only one is left. Carl. Did spoil it. You thought I was gonna spoil it, huh? No, I didn't. The movie itself, there's a lot of question. It's more to the question of what would you do? What's the right thing to do? Then there's the negative part. There's a lot of them. We don't see one infected. We see a couple infected, but they don't attack. There's no fighting. There's no sense of urgency. Now, what I'm trying to say is you don't sense a sense of urgency in the way of they're not being chased. They are not being chased. The negative also is not only we explore the sickness. So there's a lot of things about each other and the way you're acting with each other and the relationship and the internal relationship and the how hard it is to be in a situation like that, or there's a lot of talk about those four people and how they interact with each other. But the whole movie, the majority of the movie, almost takes place in a car, and at the time the movie feels like it's in a car. A car is great. The car will take you from point A to B, but a car is just another house. And a house is safe, it's secure, it's warm in the winter. There's more out there than just fucking four walls, you know. And that's what the problem with the movie is. Didn't really like it. Don't recommend it, but if you want to watch it, go ahead. I won't stop you. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. We're doing well because the guys are having a wonderful day. We're gonna be reviewing a movie that I don't know the name of, and you're gonna tell me you don't know the name of the movie, and I'm gonna answer "Killing in the Name of," which is a song by Rage Against the, which I don't think helped the situation, but I know a song. That's kind of pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't remember the name because it's kind of complicated. So it is the Incommensurable Weight of Talent. Some shit like that. We're talking about Nicolas Cage. We're talking about Pedro Pascal, which kind of love that guy. Honestly, there's this Pedro effect where I didn't know who he was before frickin' Joel from Last of Us, but I'm like, this guy is kind of cool. This guy is really fucking cool. Anyway, enough with Pedro. Enough with Pascal. The movie is more so. The movie is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. The movie I really enjoyed, but it's kind of bittersweet. So I know what you're saying. Hey, it doesn't make sense. Once again, you're not making sense. I don't know the problem if it's me not making sense, if people not getting used to me not making sense. I don't know. The movie in itself is the great part of it. Is let's start with the negative part of it, right? Okay, no, I have to start with the positive. So the positive part is this actor called Nicolas Cage. You might have heard of him. And he's playing this character called Nicolas Cage. Coincidence? I don't know. And during the movie, what he does is he plays this character. And he's supposed to get close to a producer because the producer is possibly a bad guy. Right? And the producer being kind of a bad guy but a fan of him. It's weird because I watched the interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco lately. And it was really good. But it kind of reminded me of that. So the whole movie you're led to believe that he's a bad guy and we should stop him. Yada 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 yada. The yada 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 is the most important part of the speech, by the way. You don't speak yada yada, you have a problem. It's actually a really good movie because there's this relationship of there's this really intense relationship. A really intense relationship that I fucking love it. And this is okay, so the negative is we're thinking that this guy is a criminal. And we have to keep a close eye on him. But in my opinion, the movie would have been better with no police. Not because, fuck the police of NWA. I like the police, so I don't have nothing to worry about. Of course, my mom is listening, so should be PG-13. The movie could have done without the police and without the quest to say, oh, is he a bad guy or a bad guy? The movie in itself is actually really fucking good. Is the actor, Nicolas Cage, and how crazy it is. Now, ultimately speaking, this craziness is very, very, very sane. So he is crazy, but in a way. Oh, I thought to change something. Because again, we're using the pen. It's gonna change something on this one, not this one. It's sanity because he has two personality. So the personality that you see is Nicolas Cage, which is the actor, the Nicolas Cage, which there's a lot of fourth wall shit in there. A lot of fourth walls. And there's a normal Nicolas Cage. The movie starts with him having a family, being a family man, saying, "You're never around. You don't care about us, right? You care about yourself." And the actor Nicolas Cage talks to him. Now you do realize that you're talking to yourself, and he's saying, "Fuck him." They don't understand. There's even a scene where Nicolas Cage, inner actor, kisses the real Nicolas Cage. So he kind of making out with himself. This is how much he loves his career and how much he is in love with his career versus in love with his wife. Because in the movie we don't see him kissing his wife. So there is some. It's a weird moment. but it does prove something. You're willing to kiss yourself, but you're not willing to kiss your wife. That's a problem, right? So that what the big part that I like a lot was Pedro Pascal is a good guy at the end. Oh, spoiler! And he's a good guy at the end, and he was a big fan of Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage's career is not going well. In the movie, in real life, I'm not sure. Haven't seen the guy in a while, which gets me worried a tiny bit. I did, however, see a movie with him. Which was really, 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 really good. Nicolas Cage with Parents was really good. Oh, I should watch that again. That was really good. I should watch that again. It was really fucking good. And oh yeah, that was good. And during the movie, we had Nicolas Cage, who Pedro Pascal makes him understand that no, I don't like you as an actor. I like you as a person. And they become friends, and it becomes this almost duo where they're equal. So Pedro Pascal starts as a fan, but he becomes kind of her friend, which reminds me a lot of the movie Get Him to the Greek, where there's this kind of duality, kind of this duo. And Nicolas Cage is like, yo, I can be myself, people will still like me. You understand that the whole thing, the name of the movie was The Weight of Incommensurable Talents. But all you need to do is to love yourself. Right? And the weirdest thing is you go back to the kissing scene. You did love yourself. You love the version of yourself. But you have to love all of yourself. So it's actually pretty interesting. And I highly recommend it, honestly. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.
Alright guys, I'm playing Call of Dragons right in case I don't see.
Moi, mes cafés, moi, femme de maison.
Ça va?
Ça va bien, ma belle, ça va super bien. Tu sais, je suis en train de regarder les shit de pas de compétition, là, tabarnak. C'est hallucinant, maintenant qu'il n'y a pas ça roule, le monde. Moi, c'était moi, c'est que je te demande pas de temps, là, tu t'es roi des dragons, là.
@gab pour s'acheter un condo en temps partagé.
Music. Oh, 58.